it says, I went on 6 dates a week and didn't have to buy groceries for 2 years. So I'm like, oh, this looks like a story about a woman who's using men. Isn't that interesting how she's been praised and grown her following since? Vivian 2, known as Your Rich BFF, first went viral in 2021 with a clip in which she bragged that she went on 6 dates a week to avoid paying for groceries. Between 2016 and 2018, I didn't buy groceries once. Probably saved about $150 a week, she's captioned. And then she had some song on there, Lana Del Rey's Jealous Girl. Now, in a new interview with Elite Daily, she admitted to her 2.3 million followers that she jokingly made the controversial video and she didn't start going on dates just for food. However, she really did notice an ease with her finances when looking for love. She explained to the outlet that she really was on dating apps to find a connection. But she quickly realized, oh, I can go to a fun tapas restaurant for probably free, or I can spend my own money on food at the grocery store that I still need to cook, and it's probably not going to taste as good. Okay, so we're going to get to the bottom of the article. Don't take this one away because I have more. So first and foremost, the reason that she came back and said, oh, I didn't really mean it is because she got backlash, right? Because it's not a good look for a woman to say, I didn't want to spend money on groceries, so I used a whole bunch of guys to take me out on dates so that I wouldn't have to pay for my own stuff. Haha. You're basically saying that you used men that you didn't care about. They didn't know that. I'm sure if you went and showed up and say, hey, I'm just going to use you for this dinner so I don't have to buy groceries, is that cool? The guy would have been like, see you later. No, those guys showed up to that date with you and thought it meant something, thought you were into them. And you probably ghosted them after that. You went, you ate, they paid. You had a nice big round, full belly, went home smiling, hee. And they were out however much, $50, $60, $100. I don't know where you went to eat. And that's cute to you. That was so cute, in fact, that you made a video about it. Hee. So funny, nasty, disgusting. That's disgusting. And by the way, that kind of karma, women, when you put that kind of karma out there, it wraps right around and it's going to hit you right in the behind, that kind of stuff. That's bad energy putting out there. You don't use people like that. So that was interesting to me. Now, you ask why I highlight this, because women do it all the time. Women do it. I have encountered many women in my life, many, who have said, I don't really like this guy. And I'll say, why are you going out with him? Well, free meal. Or, it's dinner or whatever. I just won't talk to him afterward. I'm hungry. Happens all the time. Happens all the time, which is why I tell guys, do not spend money on that first date. Don't spend it. Don't spend it. In fact, I would say don't spend it at all. You want to grab an ice cream and take a walk, whatever, fine. I think, $1.99 or whatever it's going to cost for that ice cream, you can let go. I would never advise a guy to spend a lot of money on a first date, and here's why. Women like this are prevalent. They're everywhere. And they're out to get you. This woman paid her bills off of guys that she didn't care about buying her dinner so she didn't have to buy her own groceries. You listening? Okay. Now, this is the best part. Now she complains about the cost of living. She says, well, I didn't have a choice, she says. While she was making $95,000 a year, she says, her living expenses were very high. Living in Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen is an area of New York City, which, by the way, I lived in for years on a teacher's salary before I got into media. She said the market closest to my apartment was incredibly expensive, so I never felt comfortable shopping there. It wasn't easy. I really had to think strategically about what I was buying. Turkey corn dogs and supreme frozen pizza. But by going on dates, I was able to save $50 to $100 a week, which amounted to thousands in discretionary income that she could spend on things like a black Prada bag to replace her tattered Longchamp tote. So do you understand what happened here? First of all, this is a woman who doesn't know how to budget money. Stay away from her. Because you marry a woman like this, guess what? Suddenly it's like the money's just gone. You're working, you're coming home, like, where's the money? Oh, maybe she needed a new tote bag. She doesn't know how to budget her own money. So let me tell you this, and I told the story when I started the show. I lived in Manhattan for years, and I paid all of my own bills. I lived alone, and I went to Whole Foods. I did my grocery shopping. I bought organic foods on a teacher's salary. Okay, you can figure out what that is. A teacher's salary is not big. And I sacrificed everything else to make that happen because I knew that food was important to health and wellness. That's my baby. I always prioritize food and what I eat. And I made sacrifices. So what were you doing, honey? Well, you had to buy a $1,000 bag and walk around with it and hoo-hoo-hoo, and that's what you were doing. So, and she got comments. Some people were saying this was toxic femininity, all that. And that's why she came back and said, I wasn't wasn't serious. Really? You weren't serious? You weren't serious? You just said all the stuff that it saved you for, financially and what you were able to buy as a result. You were serious. You just got pushed back. So why do I say this to you again? Stop and don't take seriously these women who are trying to take advantage. I can't believe $95,000 a year. Now, granted, she's in New York City, so we have to, it's relative to where you live and whatnot. But $95,000 a year, you couldn't figure out how to buy some vegetables, some fruits, and make yourself something to do. No, she was lazy, and she was lazy on your dime, guys. Now, she's saying she was going out multiple times a week. I would love, if you're a guy and went on a date with this woman, could you let me know? I'd like to put you on the show and talk about it. Somebody might be listening and say, wait a minute, I went on a date with that girl. I would love to hear that story. I think Deli wants to hear it too. That's all I'm going to say. All right. 6 guys a week for 2 years. 600 guys you went out to eat with? Then she says, by the way, not to belabor a point, but she says, oh, I was looking for a connection too. You were looking for a connection with 600 guys? Liar. You're lying. You took them for their money so that you didn't have to pay for your food. Okay. I'm going to get to the chat, and then I need to get to the Matrix because there's stuff going on. Oh, and this Andrew Tate video I'm going to close with is fantastic. So stick around for that. Let's see. What do we have here? Ooh. Ryan, the eating warrior. I like that. I'd like to know what Ryan eats. Hopefully it's healthy. Coffee dates only on the first date, gents. Yeah, coffee, like something light. I actually really like, if you're I'm not kidding about this. I like dates that are like, let's go for a walk. Let's grab something on the way. You can grab a coffee on the way. You can grab a juice. You can grab an ice cream, something simple. See if she can talk to you. See what the agenda is going on there. And see if you can get a conversation going. That's what my first dates were with my now husband. They were amazing. I went on the first date. We walked, we talked for a really long time. And I was like, I've never passed so much time with someone and wanted more. That's how I knew. It's a good test. Also, if she's like, looking for the fancy, bye. If you like the short clip and want to watch another short clip, click here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.